Hello everyone, this is part 5 of What If Naruto Was Raised by His Father, and I hope you guys enjoy this video and to like, to subscribe, to share, and check out the playlist, to see more comment down below. Now let's start the intro.
They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god.
Join my membership, the perks are great. It's in the description. Be sure to like and subscribe, it gives me more motivation. Enjoy. Naruto awoke early the next morning to the smell of something interesting. He tried to remember where he was to. The room was a soft blue color, and hardwood floors and a few random pictures of the village on the wall. Naruto rose, and looked around. He didn't even bother to pull on his shirt, he just aimlessly walked down the hall, banging into the wall, from not being able to coordinate himself properly. He remembered somewhat of the night before. Kakashi and Naruto were eating at his favorite place, when the Hokage had come by with a worried face, but once he saw Naruto with a half the bowl of ramen in his mouth he seemed to cheer up a bit. They had only stayed for a while before Kakashi went home, leaving Naruto and Arashi walking to his home. Naruto had been the first to talk. He had told the Hokage about the time when he was 12 and how he had saved the village from Gaara, another demon container, and how he made a good friend at the same time. Arashi had said he was proud of Naruto, which at the time made the blonde 16-year-old smile and blush. But now Naruto was holding onto the railing as he walked down the stairs. He didn't remember falling asleep, but did remember when Arashi told him to go to bed after about 200 questions later. Stupid Hokage put a forced sleep jutsu on me, thought Naruto as he entered the kitchen in only his pants and the end lace he would always wear. He noticed right away the Hokage like him wasn't wearing barely anything but just a pair of pants, his head protector around his N. And his hair a really bad mess. The blonde looked up from his ramen bowl and looked at Naruto. He shifted a bit in his seat. That's when Naruto noticed a weird scare upon his chest. It looked weird, as if someone put their hand through him. The Hokage noticed Naruto's gaze and shifted another way and pointed to the bowl opposite of him that had freshly cooked food. Naruto sat down opposite of the Hokage, who had been reading some scrolls. Naruto noticed one of them. It was about Team 7, his team, Kakashi's team. Naruto guessed he had to catch up on the times and learn them all, as well as the names. Naruto then looked at the food, and picked up his chopsticks and started to eat, and then all of a sudden an apple rolled and hit his bowl. Naruto looked at for a moment, then realized the Hokage did it, and was now looking at him. Naruto gave a sigh and pushed the fruit away and continued to eat. You're seriously going to S from that, you know, said Arashi as he continued to read. So, I was always told. Arashi now gave Naruto his full attention as he looked at him. That scars do not suit the Hokage. Oh, you're talking about that, smiled Arashi for a brief moment before going back to the scroll. So what happened? I'll tell you if you eat the apple. Fine, don't tell me, said Naruto as he finished his ramen and looked at Arashi, who stood up, and took their bowls and put them in the sink. When his back was turned, that's when Naruto noticed it really did look like someone had put their hand through them, and he badly wanted to know. Being Naruto, he looked at the Hokage and then at the apple, and back to the Hokage and then at the apple, and gave a low sigh, picked it up and bit into it. See, I knew Kakashi lied when he said you didn't like fruit. I don't, now tell me, said Naruto as he took another bite. That's when Naruto noticed when the Hokage had once been smiling, it was now gone, but replaced with a grim look, and then noticed the man sigh and placed the now clean bowls in the cupboard. He then sat down across from Naruto again, rolled up the scrolls and looked at the blonde boy. Do you really want to know? Yes. Alright. Well, the day you were born, as you know, was the day I sealed the fox in you. And when I did, I had gotten this scare because the death god had basically would put his arm right through you. Naruto got grossed out by that. Yes. And then, for some reason, when I had taken the fox and put it in you, it took too much of my chakra, and I am not sure how to explain it, Naruto. I never knew I had it till I went to take a shower the day I came back. So you mean you got that from that jutsu? Can you? No, I will not teach it to you. Did you ever? No, I never taught it to anyone, and I am not sure how the third knew how to use it. Why not? Naruto, it took me years to learn and create the jutsu, and it was mainly just a fluke. So, what are you going to teach me? Oh, well, nothing yet. What? Hee. I first need you to do something for me, now go up, get dressed and cleaned up, said Arashi as he walked up the stairs. This is stupid training, mumbled Naruto as he walked up the stairs. I heard that, yelled the Hokage after closing his door, and appeared behind Naruto. Ah, Naruto, if you be good I may teach you this technique, said the Hokage as he disappeared as fast as he came. It had been around 10 to 15 minutes when Naruto had come down the stairs fully dressed, except for the fact his jacket was open. He looked around and around, he couldn't find the stupid Hokage anywhere. Then from the corner of his eye, he noticed a light on, and that's where he walked, down another long hallway, that opened up to the outside. He walked along, and he was just looking around aimlessly. He couldn't believe such a beautiful place could exist in this town. There was a small waterfall, and a pond, then a bench, some cherry blossom trees, and what looked like training ground where Arashi sat in a swing, just going back and forth, not even moving but moved back and forth. That's when he noticed Naruto coming and stood up, and walked to where there was 3 posts in the ground similar to Kakashi's favorite training ground. Naruto walked over, and instantly Arashi sat down back-legged against the post and signaled Naruto to follow. Is this training? Somewhat, said Arashi. It's the same thing the pervert put me through once I told him I wanted to become Hokage. Really? Yes, now pay attention. Is this going to be about useless information? No, it is things you need to know about ninjas, and everything else. Now listen, and don't fall asleep. Okay, do you know the official ranks of being a ninja? Yeah, so tell me them. Academy students. Genin. Chunin. Junin. Tokubutsu Jonin. Cage, said Naruto. Good, and the others? Others. Let me start from the top. Quote? Academy students. The academy is where would-be ninja start at. They are not actually considered ninja until they graduate. Academy students take formal and practical tests of all sorts and are taught the basics. Basic weapon usage, such as kunai and shuriken, is commonly taught. Elementary ninja techniques, though they vary from village to village, are also taught. These include the transformation technique, rope escape technique, body replacement technique, and the clone technique. Upon graduating, students receive a special band of fabric with a metal bar bearing the symbol of their village, which can be worn in many ways. It is commonly referred to as a forehead protector, or Hitai 8. Some villages also have an additional test given by the Jonin sensei of each 3-man squad to see if they are truly ready to graduate. To ensure that only truly qualified ninja are promoted, only 3 genin teams are allowed to pass. The test for determining which 3 teams may become genin are administered by each team's respective jonin commander, and vary depending on the jonin. Those who fail their test are sent back to the academy. I remember that all too well, muttered Naruto. Alright, so, genin. Literally, low ninja, junior ninja, are the lowest level of ninja and also the ones that display the most difference in power. When they become genin, ninja start to do their bit for their village's economy, being sent on missions that the village gets paid for. They are typically sent either on D-rank missions, which are the lowest rank and are almost entirely risk-free jobs of manual labor, or, very rarely, on C-rank missions, which are a cut above that and begin to verge on real ninja work, though they generally have a very low possibility of risk to the ninjas involved, especially since their jonin level sensei often accompanies them. Recently, Konohagakure has been short-handed in upper-level ninja ever since the attack by Otogakure and Sunagakure, and has been forced to occasionally send genin on higher-ranked missions. Genin are put in 4-man cells, consisting of 3 genin and a jonin sensei, in order to learn teamwork and experience true ninja life under the supervision and protection of an elite shinobi. The makeup of these teams is based on the individual skills of the genin, so that there will remain a balance between the teams. For instance, Naruto Uzumaki, who passed with the lowest grades, was put in a team with Sasuke Uchiha and Sakura Haruno, who passed with the highest grades and highest written exam scores, respectively. The teams are usually made up of 2 boys and 1 girl, though there are exceptions. It appears that, usually, the 4-man cells specialize in certain SKS. For instance, Team Kurenai, Kiba Inuzuka, Hinata Hyuga, and Shino Aburame, is specialized in survival and tracking, and Team Guy, Neji Hyuga, Rock Lee, and Tenten, is specialized in taijutsu and weapon SKS. Complementary skills also seem to influence team selection, as each member of Team Asuma, Choji Akamaiki, Shikamaru Nara, and Ino Yamanaka, has a specific skill that supports the other two. Their parents were also on the same team, and were one of the few exceptions to the regular setup of having one female in the group. Shikamaru had just as low morals as I did. Shikamaru is a different story. Shikamaru is a lazy, easygoing genius that was promoted to Chunin level after the Chunin exam arc. He is from a family of shadow manipulators and deer herders. His main technique is shadow imitation technique. Shikamaru is a brilliant strategist, and though his sensei, Asuma Sarutobi, often plays Go and Shogi against Shikamaru, Asuma has never actually managed to beat him. Asuma got suspicious upon realizing that Shikamaru was so good at board games despite his abysmal grades, which were almost as low as Naruto's. As a result, Asuma administered an IQ test disguised as a game to Shikamaru, which revealed that Shikamaru was a genius with an intelligence of over 200. Shikamaru had felt that even moving his pencil in class was a bother and always slept through tests, resulting in his low grades. Shikamaru has a habit of putting his fingers together to create a square and closing his eyes so he can concentrate and come up with a strategy. Once he does, which often takes only a few minutes, he is often already thinking 10 moves ahead of his opponent with over 100 strategies already planned out. Wow, and I thought he was just as dumb as me, not fair. Anyways, on with the talking. Right. Chunin. Literally, middle ninja, journeyman ninja, a ninja who are qualified to watch over and guide other ninja. Chunin have reached a level of maturity that primarily consists of leadership skills and tactical prowess. Some of them, like Iruka Yumino, function as teachers, and others, like Shikamaru Nara, serve as team leaders in charge of small teams who need to make decisions and utilize the skills of the shinobi under their command to the maximum effect. Chunin are typically sent on C-rank missions or B-rank missions. To become a Chunin, a genin participates in a large examination, known as the Chunin exams. The only shown exam is a 3-stage exam. The first stage tests their information-gathering abilities and decision-making abilities, as well as their overall understanding of the ninja philosophy. The second stage tests their abilities at accomplishing a mission and adhering to guidelines, and the third consists of fights between those who passed the previous 2 stages, watched by a council which decides who becomes a Chunin and who does not. This is not actually based on who wins, but rather their performance during the fights. This way, anybody who makes it to the 3rd stage of the exams has a chance to become Chunin. In the past, each village held their own Chunin exam. After the Third Ninja World War, allied ninja villages agreed to hold the exams together at the selected village that would host the exam. This was done to improve relations between the villages and prevent war between them. Another advantage is that ninja that took the exam might attract clients who are interested in hiring them. Because of the growing number of ninja in each village, the exams are hosted twice every year. Upon reaching Chunin level, ninjas can wear an identifying tactical vest that holds ninjutsu scrolls. This vest is not mandatory. Instead, some opt for more elaborate clothing like capes and robes. Is that why you wear that weird robe? Quote, comma, dot. Anyways, jonin, literally, high ninja, elite ninja, are generally highly experienced ninja with great individual skill who serve as military captains. They are often sent on A-rank missions, and experienced Chunin may even be sent on S-rank missions, which are considered to be the greatest difficulty. They may also carry out these missions alone. They are sometimes assigned as sensei for 3-person teams of genin. It is as of yet unknown what one has to undergo to become one. It is known that most Chunin are generally able to use at least 2 types of elemental jutsu. Like Kakashi. Yes, then Tokubutsu Jonin, literally, special high ninja, sometimes known as Tokujo for short, a ninja who rank above Chunin but below Junin. Tokubutsu Junin are ninja who, rather than all-around Junin training, have Junin level ability in a single area or SK, much like warrant officers of real-world militaries. They are elite specialists in their areas and are often assigned as subordinates to regular Junin when their services are needed. One example of a Tokubutsu Junin would be Ibiki Morino. This character's unique ability to completely understand the workings of the human mind makes him a Jonin-level interrogation expert. Ebisu is another Tokubutsu Junin that specializes as an elite teacher of young pre-genin ninja. Oh. And then after that would only leave the cage. Ha hey hey hey. Right, those who have achieved the title of Kage, literally, shadow, are the leaders of the 5 most powerful hidden villages. Kage are usually the most powerful ninja of the village. There may be exceptions. For example, a ninja may be the most powerful at the time of being installed as Kage, but he will age and a more youthful ninja may become more powerful. Kage are an elite group as there can only be one per village at any given time. A Kage may retire and give the title to someone else. The TLE, once granted, is held permanently. This creates a case where there are 2 Kage at the same time, with only one of them actually active, as was with the 4th Hokage and the 3rd Hokage, where the latter had given up the title to the former, only to come out of retirement when the former SD. Their elite status is also attributed to the tendency for most Kage to have family members who were previous Kage, or be personally taught by a former Kage or student of a former Kage. Examples of this occurrence include Gaara, who succeeded his father as Kazekage, the 4th Hokage, who was taught by the 3rd Hokage's student Jiraiya, Tsunade, granddaughter of the 1st Hokage, grandniece of the 2nd Hokage, and former student of the 3rd Hokage, and the 3rd Hokage who was taught by both the 1st Hokage and 2nd Hokage. Means, you have to retire, you can't just give up. That's right, and I told them yesterday, that's one reason why I was late. Oh, hold on, there more. What? The 5 Kage have different titles depending on their village. Those titles are Hokage, Huo Ying, literally, Fire Shadow. Kage of Konohagakure. Kazekage, Feng Ying, literally, Wind Shadow. Kage of Sunagakure. Mizukage, Shui Ying, literally, Water Shadow. Kage of Kirigakure. Reikage, Lei Ying, literally, Lightning Shadow. Kage of Kumogakure. Tsuchikage, Tu Ying, literally, Earth Shadow. Kage of Awagakure. The Kage stand equally with the rulers of their countries, oversee the activities of their villages, and are the leaders of ninja society. There isn't any more Kages than those 5 even though, many villages say they are, but they're not official. Oh, yes, so now you know about all the ninja leaves, well most of them. There's more. Yes, you're going to tell me, aren't you? Yep, said Arashi with a smile upon his face. Go on. Though not an official rank, an apprentice is someone who is taught by a ninja of greater ability. This can include those not in the academy yet, or otherwise not in an academy, being taught basic ninja skills by someone who volunteers to teach them, such as Naruto Uzumaki in formal training of Konohamaru, Udon, and Mogi as their genin leader. Alternatively, a ninja of even higher rank can also take apprentices for the teaching of much more advanced ninja skills, such as each member of the legendary Sannin training one member of Team 7, those being Jiraiya, Tsunade, and Orochimaru training Naruto Uzumaki, Sakura Haruno, and Sasuke Uchiha, respectively. You heard about that small training. Now because of it, that kid uses that jutsu you created on me every time, but he always gets disappointed when he doesn't get the reaction he was looking for, said Arashi. He. S-class ninja have gained power far beyond an average Junin and earned a legendary status. This title is merely a description rather than an actual rank. The ninja's official rank with a village will usually still be Junin. However, it can sometimes be lower, or they can have no rank at all. The allegiances of these ninja range from being part of the village's own ninja to being wandering ninja who are still loyal to their village, like Jiraiya. Some ninja of this level tend to leave their villages behind to seek their own ambitions, thus becoming missing nin. The ninja organization Akatsuki is composed of 9 S-class missing nin. Ninja of this class are often noted in the Bingo book, a list of notable enemy ninja marked for assassination that each ninja village provides for its Junin and Anbu squad members. Most ninja, even high-level ones, choose to flee rather than face someone of the S-class. Ninja of the S-class are often highly revered, and usually signified by nicknames allies or enemies give them. One group of ninja who have gained this special status are the legendary Sannin of Konoha, Jiraiya the Toad Hermit, Gama Sennin, Orochimaru, and Tsunade the legendary sucker, Densetsu no Kamo, a reference to her poor gambling SKS, and that slug woman, Chio's name for her, a reference to her ability to summon Katsuyu. Most Kage also tend to be at this level. So if I wanted to be Hokage, I have to be elite. Well, the best in the village, at that time. And, missing Nin-Ri ninja who have abandoned their hidden village, and as such can include ninja of every rank. These ninja are considered traitors and are hunted down because of the secrets they may hold. Other hidden villages would be interested in purchasing this information because it could be useful in gaining an upper hand in battle or obtaining a bloodline limit unique to a village. Villages create special units of hunter nin to take care of this problem, although it's unlikely that every missing nin has a team of hunter nin sent after them. Some of the missing nin fare Orochimaru, Kabuto Yakushi, all Akatsuki members, Sasuke Uchiha. Quote. The Anbu is actually short for Ansatsu Senjutsu Tokashu Butai, literally Assassination Tactics Special Force, basically a SWAT team for us. The Anbu wear animal masks, in order to distinguish themselves from normal shinobi or to conceal their identities. The masks are based around the signs of the zodiac. Anbu protect the village from exceptional threats, conduct high-risk missions into enemy countries, and deal with extremely strong, S-rank, ninja. They are also responsible for carrying out assassinations and missions requiring specially trained ninja. All Anbu carry katanas, swords. The Anbu is an organization that serves under the direct command of their kage. Kakashi Hatake was a former captain and Itachi Uchiha became an Anbu captain at age 13. Abiki Morino, the proctor of the first Chunin exam, is the head of the Konoha Anbu and interrogation force. Like ordinary shinobi, Anbu members operate in squads of 4, 3 Anbu members and a squad captain, analogous to the 3 Genin and 1 Jonin squad for a ninja team. Anbu are chosen at the Chunin rank and progress their way up to Anbu captain. Captains are typically ninja at Jonin or Tokubutsu Jonin level in assassination and advanced tactics. Kakashi was Anbu. Long ago, yes. All that's left would be hunter. Hunter nin are a special team within each hidden village given the specific duty of hunting down missing nin. They kill their target, taking the head as proof, and then completely dispose of the body by using various methods, such as cremation or the summoning of wild carrion crows to devour the corpse. This is done in order to make sure the village secrets which a ninja's body holds, such as chakra types, herbs eaten, ninjutsu, and kekkei genkai, will not be revealed to outsiders. Hunter nin are also taught about how the human body works and how to kill people easily. Hunter nin are also supposed to destroy the corpse at the very spot the body is lying. It is not to be moved after it is s. I don't think I would want to be a hunter nin. Not many do. Konoha Anbu are usually under the direct command of the Hokage. There was once an Anbu training department known as Root, which was created and directly controlled by Danzo. Since Danzo is a war hawk, and opposed the third Hokage, Root was disbanded. However, many members remained loyal to Root, at least 2, aside from Danzo, are known, one of them being Sai. I never liked him. In Root, there are no names. There are no feelings. There is no past, there is no future. There is only the mission. He will of us Root supports this great tree called Konoha, invisible, from within the earth. What's that? The motto of Root, said Arashi. Wow, that's pathetic. Everyone has a past, a future and feelings. Yes, but some were taught different. Quote. The Konoha Military Police Force, or Military Police for short, is a unique organization in Konoha, though other villages may have similar organizations. The military police previously consisted of mostly Uchiha clan members, the Uchiha being its founders. However, now that Sasuke and Itachi are the only surviving clan members, this is no longer the case. The military police are in charge of law enforcement within the village, and their jurisdiction is virtually unlimited except in matters that are under the Hokage's direct control. They also respect ANBU's own investigative system and inner organization discipline. Their symbol is similar to the red and white Uchiha clan crest. Are you actually done? Asked Naruto as he watched Arashi raise. Yes. Does that information help out at all? Somewhat. Good, because every Hokage should know that, so keep it in your head. How long did it take you to remember all of that? Ha, well, I forgot some of it. I read it all this morning, not saying I didn't know it, but some of the information I needed to tell you. So, everything you read is word for word. Yes. I wish I had a memory like that. Ha. There are still more, but I won't tell you today. Well, one more the Hokage herself made not too long ago. The Niju Shotai, 20 platoons, is a newly organized task force created by Tsunade, the 5th Hokage. The force is comprised of 20 teams of 4 members each. Tsunade ordered Shizune to mobilize the unit as soon as the news of the Fire Temple reached her through a monk, who was the lone survivor of the onslaught by Hiden and Kakazu. This force was created for the purpose of tracking down, attempting to capture, and, if necessary, eliminating Akatsuki members. There are currently only 2 confirmed teams, the first with members Asuma Sarutobi, Shikamaru Nara, Kotetsu Hagen, and Izumo Kamizuki. Alba Yamashiro, Reido Namiyashi, Choji Akamaki, and Ino Yamanaka compose the second team. Why wasn't I in it? Because stupid, you're the one they're after. If you went along, what would happen if they got you? I would defeat them all. Naruto, you were scared, but look what happened to Asuma Sarutobi. Quote, dot quote. Naruto, for now, the Hokage has instructed me to train you, and that is why you are here. What are you going to teach me? Well, I was going to teach you the proper way to use the Rasengan, but I decided against it, because when I created it, it was incomplete, and if it work fine the way you dye it, then we will leave it at that. Incomplete. That technique you were working on with Kakashi will stop for now, you got that? No ifs and or buts. Bu. Naruto. Fine. Good. Now, have you ever seen this before? Asked Arashi as he pulled out a 3-ended kunai. No. Thought not. Well, this is your birthday present. Do N0OT throw it around aimlessly, only use it when you're in dire need for trouble. Okay, said Naruto as he looked at it, and then shoved it into his pouch. Now, let's get started. Yeah, X. That will be all for this video. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, and comment down below for more videos. Goodbye.